Something he will battle with early in the season to earn that trust back from the coaching staff.
Jump pass inside. Key will lay it in, and he played really well. He scored 24 points in their season opening win against Binghamton. 6-point game. Up on the high post. Clark, a clean look, and knocks down the three.
That's what the Lions did on that possession.
Kihei Clark for Huff! Second in the Ivy League in scoring through the first 3 games of the year for the Lions. Kihei Clark gets him off his feet that time.
Bologna, Italy. In the north central part of the country. This is Clark from 3-point territory. Leading 11-7. Kihei Clark behind the line. That new extended line this season. Best shot for the team. Catamounts haven't led since the 17:35 mark of the first half. Kihei Clark ripping the ropes for the Cavaliers.
To end the first half, but Kihei stepping up and knocking down the 3. 21 points. And when you consider that he made that 3 at the halftime buzzer, 8.
To penetrate the Virginia defense, Maine seems to be content on looking for 3s.
Immediate answer for 3. Maine only had 4 made baskets in the first half. They've already had 2 taken away. Clark leaves it. The flush!
Doing what he does best, getting his hand in the passing lane and making plays for his teammates.
Ball with Baycott and Brooks to open some things up. You've got the talent there. Just not utilizing it.
In close, and that's one way to do it. McCoy back to the point guard. He'll set it up now. Pardo inside, draws the foul. He'll be at the line.
And what I mean is a physical big who could create some space, and no respect paid to Cafaro as the dive guy. Kihei makes the defense. 2 guys come in.
Then back out for Clark. Shot clock winding down. Clark falling away at the horn.
Can't hit. Statman the board, and Clark pushing up ahead. Rolled the 10 side. Got that one. Cavaliers looking to chip away.
Doing a good job staying between man and basket and forcing difficult shots.
Davey sits back in his zone here against Virginia. Key got lost on the baseline and shoulders his way to 2. Makes it a 6-point game. Here's Huff, seeing his first action of the day as the hot shooting start continues.
They can get a drive. They can get him there.
Clark gets it off as the shot clock expired.
Kihei Clark thought about a shot. Dribbling in traffic. Key helps him out and lays it in.
Tough find, almost dribbled himself into trouble. Here's that look, he kept his dribble alive, picked it up, and was lucky that was able to find that.
And just 1 made 3-pointer. And that's from Nolan. Clark lifts it up onto the square. Tom Wormy, Mike Jaminski are outstanding. ACC College Hoops production crew with you. Kihei Clark, basket and foul on the drive.
They may get into the rim whenever they want it. They steal out that time to create a little space.
And on the defensive end, Clark pokes it away to Diakite through traffic, the hoop and the harm.
And then right here, the defense. Beautiful individual play, and then Kihei Clark leading the break. Beautiful drop-off pass to Diakite.
Young man out of Beacon, New York, has at least 14 points in all but 1 game this year. Oh, goodness gracious, that is a long 3. Challenged by Gerard. Clark past Boeheim for Huff on the doorstep for the lead.
Great game.
He's lost 5 pounds in sweat, maybe. Steal, Virginia and Key. They will push. Kihei Clark behind the back for 2.
Think about it. I mean, Huff's been pretty good. I'm going here with Hughes and there with Key.
Gerard gets back on Kihei Clark. Huff!
Clark with the lob and a lefty finish for Jay Huff, who had to go off balance to volleyball tip it in. Clark gives it up. And Morcell with the finish on the backdoor cut. The Seminoles shooting 40%, down by 2. They've not been able to contain the drive to the basket. Clark, the smallest player on the floor, gets to the rim and finishes with a reverse lay-in.
Then at 5'9", he's small, but he's got a lot of heart.
Florida State had a momentary 5-on-4 as Jay Huff was slow to get up and come back down the floor. The Seminoles turn it over again.
Clark, and seconds to shoot. Clark into attack mode, off the window and in.
The help's going to be there, and you got to hit threes.
And you can't turn the ball over. A steal and a slam. Braxton King making it look easy. Shot tonight. Instead, they go to Usher, blocked away by Huff. And Virginia, another great defensive stop. Clark, a burst of speed, and a scoop to the hoop for 2.
Focus on execution. Last year, they could run their sides offense, make reads because they had so many talented players that were experienced.
Nice floater by Kihei Clark.
Into the paint. Virginia's going to have to do a better job protecting its paint because they're getting into the paint, collapsing the defense, and kicking it out to open shooters.
Nice scoop by Kihei Clark.
Not a vintage North Carolina team, even with Cole Anthony, but they are way better than they are playing, and they got to play a lot tougher.
Kihei Clark.
Look at Kihei Clark here. He's supposed to get a screen from Kafara. Braxton Beverly's got to force him into that screen. Instead, he refused it.
For Wake, so it's got to be a quick decision. Are you going to take it to the basket or move the ball?
Clark with a runner, he'll knock that down.
Virginia doesn't get back defensively.
Well, that effort has certainly been at Clark trying to bank that one in and count the basket.
These are the reigning national champions. They're not going to go down without a fight. Kihei Clark in the paint amongst
Guys don't communicate well around the perimeter.
Ball show Kopovica out there at over 7 feet trying to deal with Kihei Clark. And a good work from Clark along the baseline.
Look, I think Kopovica did a good job. Clark's not shooting this shot, but Walker just lost his man again.
Hamilton plays a lot of guys, but the freshman from Charlotte, Patrick Williams, is out of turf toe. So Wilkes has been taking advantage of opportunities, and Kihei Clark takes advantage on the drive, and he'll have a chance.
If you watch, he creates the contact. He steps into the body. He's the one that initiates the contract. Look, just don't call anything. It's a good play. Just let it go.
A game like you had against Syracuse, where certain teams against defense would be a huge bonus.
Braxton King drains it.
2.5 minutes plus gone by, and Clemson just a scratch. It's such an important position in the game of college basketball.
A little different on Wednesday.
Kihei Clark, they went under the screen and paid for it.
Well, I tell you what, that's huge for Virginia. And let's be honest, people that don't follow college basketball but follow the tournament, Joe Lunardi.
That's a tremendous find by Kihei Clark.
You were watching in the back. I know there were some emotions going through you as you were watching, too.
Yeah, there was. Mostly to see former players and guys that I recruited.
Taller David Johnson on Kihei Clark, who took him to the lane and scored. That was nasty.
That was really nasty.
Good job by Kimball. Glued to Walter Tensai.
Oh, man.
Clark got it from the corner.
Kihei Clark, but he's in the corner. That was really, really well run off.
Cafaro thought about it and outside for Key. Ian Clark, 2 primary scorers on the floor right now for Virginia, and Kihei weasels his way into the lane for a basket.
And a nice play by Kihei Clark.
Right now from the ACC into Joe Lunardi's projected field. Notre Dame under consideration. Kihei Clark, a shot clock beating.
Trying to make that happen here in the second half versus the Fighting Irish.
Clark has to put it up and delivers. Kihei Clark, second on UVA today with 9.
Under 4 media timeout coming up. Clark gets bumped. Oh, count it. Man, what a play. Kihei Clark.
Going to go to break with 2 other plays by Kihei Clark. I thought that Anthony gave good effort. He just got too high. When you get in the lane as a guard, offense or defense, low man wins. Clark won.
Clark tried to pass it to Jay Huff, and to Jay Huff that went in, and it was a 3. So Kihei Clark was right to look at the official and say, there's going to be only once or twice this year you even felt like Like maybe he was playing like a freshman. Look at Clark just blowing right by Popovich and one.
He has been so good in ball screens, and if you're going to switch him, he's just going to take you off the bounce. And then how about staying on the same side of the basket? I thought he was going to come.
Clark drives baseline on Heath.
Nice pass. He is so good along the base. He is mighty along the baseline, though. He's so crafty. Watch the find. He probably got fouled when he was bumped. And then a nice find.
Clark. Oh, what a move! More than content to run this shot clock down. Now 10 seconds. He'll work for something, trying to get to the rack, and he does, and one.
Good. Jay Huff doesn't even really set the screen. Clark able to create the angle.
Rebounded 40-27 by the big Seminoles, and they were dominated in bench scoring as well.
Clark is not only one of the best guards in the ACC, but in the country. And Doug, you touched on it earlier.
We got to get it done here.
Yeah, and they've, again, had some possessions where they've been able to stop, but this guy right here continues to play outstanding ball.
I love those guys. They're just looking for three-point opportunities every single time down floor. Just got to be able to defend.
Nobody there to help on Kihei Clark. Rim at will.
Well, good space on the floor, a little breakdown. Look, bad communication. You get to the basket, not going to leave a shooter. And usually they hedge so hard, they bounce you out top. Beatty able to just turn the corner and get a shot out.
Statman lights it up from three.
Got to get Radford turning the corner, getting into the paint with shooters around the wing.
Kihei Clark swoops back a three. Is good with 2.1.
It's a kid. He hasn't done a lot offensively. He hit a big left-handed runner here a minute and a half ago.
We checked the other day, was the half. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a football game. 24-11 at the half.
It looked like a fifth-grade rec game.
Oh, wide open.
Lays it in off the feed from Kihei Clark.
No communication by Duke defensively. Man, he has become a factor here this afternoon.
Kihei Clark up to Huff with one hand.
Mr. Clark says you're going to be a star today, Mr. Huff.
Today. And Marcus by Goldman Sachs with a high-yield online savings account. You can money.
Think about the wins of Michigan State, Kansas, Florida State. People got to talk about those babies, too.
Kihei Clark fades away. Got it.
Nice little move. Never lost his footwork inside.
Game earlier, February 8th, will be one that Thomas Walter-Tenzai puts on his highlight reel. 7 3-pointers made for him, and more of a facilitator for this team. We talked about he's the only double-figure scorer by average for Louisville, and with the attention paid.
The defensive possession by possession situation, is that determined by Kihei, or is that determined by coach?
Wait a minute. Kihei went to the post on him.
Clark glances up at the clock. Shot clock now down to 10. He puts it up. And in!
The baton has been passed to Kihei Clark, who makes his third huge, possibly game-clinching shot.